What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some cards that are crashing in price right now that you can pick up that will instantly upgrade your squad and help you win more games. Now, two things to note before we go over the players. Number one, a big trend today is that Super Bowl 95 overalls are dropping in price. For the most part, you can find them between about 325 and 350,000 coins. And the Super Bowl theme team right now is the best theme team in the game. Even if you can just get to 25 of 70 on that theme team, you get +1 speed, 50 gets you +2, 70 gets you +3. I'm rocking a 25 Super Bowl team, so a lot of Super Bowl cards are going to be mentioned in this video. You can basically add +1 speed to them if you pick up a couple of them. Again, very easy to get 25 theme teamers out there for that Super Bowl promo. Number two, next week on Wednesday, we got Season 5. 2 days after that, we have the Competitive Pass. And then the week after that, we have the Team of the Year promo, which will more than likely be the next big theme team of the year. And also, we're going to see 97 overall champions. So if you can practice a little bit of patience and get by the next week or so without these cards, they're going to be a lot cheaper next week, or in about 2 weeks. More like a week and a half. So if you like the prices today and you got the coin, go ahead and get some of these cards that we talk about. But if not, just know that they're going to get cheaper a lot sooner rather than later, so have a little patience. Let's go over the best cards to be buying right now. Number one, at quarterback, it's Doug Williams. There's really no other QB that you should be using if you can't afford some of the higher cards like the brand new Dak that came out today, 99 Patrick Mahomes, maybe some of the NFL honors QBs, though I don't think those cards were really that good, just in my personal opinion. The best two budget-friendly quarterbacks right now are Air McNair's AKA card, and then the card that's slightly better than that one is this Super Bowl Doug Williams. Right now, you can get him for about 355K. By the way, Ghost Andrew Luck, about 110 to 115K is the super budget option if you need a quarterback. But this card gets really good abilities at a discount. If you use the light up token, you can basically get Hot Route Master, Set Feet Lead, and Gunslinger for 5 AP. If you don't have the light up token, it's only 7 AP, which is still really good. Leaves you with 1 more AP available on offense. And because he has that traditional 4 release, a lot of people don't use Gunslinger on this card. I personally do, but if you want to just go Hot Route Master, Set Feet Lead, you can get that for 5 AP. If you don't care about Hot Route Master, you just got the Set Feet Lead 3 AP discount. A lot of different options to go with. And above all that, he has really good attributes, 92 speed, 96 throw power, short throw, 90 mid as well, but he doesn't really miss many throws, even with those ratings. Deep throw, 92. All in all, this has been one of my favorite quarterbacks to use all year. At running back, I actually have 2 options for you. So the first one is Terrell Davis, Super Bowl card. There's going to be a lot of them in this video. This card is down to about 330K. With that Super Bowl theme team, just getting to 25 can get him up to 97 speed, 95 acceleration, but he's just really well balanced. The catching at 72 is a little bit of a problem. If you're using gift wrap, that'll definitely help. But look at the change of direction at 96, trucking 92, break tackle 95. He has good spin and juke move, and above all of that, I really like his abilities because he can get Evasive for 1 AP and Energizer for 0 AP. So you can get 2 abilities on this card that kind of work hand in hand, and you get him for a total of 1 AP. That's a pretty good steal. A card that's a little bit cheaper. Now, according to Mutt.gg, he's about 320K, but I bought this card on No Money Spent earlier this week at 300K, and I've seen him as low as 290. So you might be able to get this card for a better price than 320K, but it's going to be weekly wild card. Gibbs, 95 speed, 94 acceleration, a little bit better in the catching department there at 80, change of directions 96, trucking and break tackle are very good. He has good spin and juke move. He also is going to get Evasive for 1 AP, but he does not get that Energizer for 0 AP. So that's the biggest difference between him and Terrell Davis, in my opinion. That plus Terrell Davis can go ahead and get that Super Bowl theme team and comes with a +1 speed. I just wanted to include the Gibbs card because I used him over this past week and he was actually really good, like surprisingly good, and that's why I went ahead and bought him as the running back number 1 on my No Money Spent squad. Now we got some wide receivers. The first one is going to be MVS Super Bowl card here. 6'4", 96 speed. You can potentially get it up to 99 speed on a theme team. He has that 89 catch rating. I don't use gift wrap on my quarterback, and he hasn't really dropped any passes for me at all. So I think you're going to be safe with this one. Being that he's 6'4" and really tall and goes on the Super Bowl theme team, you want to play him on the outside. I will say the one thing I hate about this card is after the catch, he is terrible. Like, he just really cannot make any good juke moves. but you throw deep out elite on him for 1 AP, which is one of his discounted abilities at 355k. This is one of the better receivers in the game. AKA Tory Holk continues to go down in price. He can get Super Bowl chemistry, so he could be part of a Super Bowl theme team as well. 6 foot even with 95 speed, 92 catching, route running is good across the board, short and mid 93, deep route running 95. He's on average right now about 285k, and I will definitely expect his card to continue to drop in price. He can play on the outside. I think he makes a really good slot receiver as well with that ankle breaker X factor that starts on during the game. He's really good after the catch, and he can get wide receiver apprentice for 1 AP, which is going to give you those additional hot routes where he's lined up. It doesn't matter. He's going to get him in the slot on the outside, but he's a really good, really good slot wide receiver. The third wide receiver we're going to recommend is a card I have not used. It's Devon Hester's AKA card, but there's a couple things that just kind of stood out to me. Number one, he's only about 215k. So you get a 95 speed receiver for that price. That's good money. You probably want to play him on the outside considering he's only 5'11". His catching is at 89, but it hasn't been a problem with MVS. I think Hester's going to be fine. He has good deep and short route running. I think he excels as either a slot receiver for really quick like slant and zig routes, things of that nature, or if you're going to send him out on deep routes with that 95 speed, he's got 95 deep route running. He also gets 0 AP return man, so this is a card that's not a bad idea to buy now. And when he's no longer needed and he's kind of outdated, he's going to drop in price. Just make him your kick returner for another month or so with that 0 AP return man on both kick and punt returns. I'm going to actually go pick up this card on my main account simply just to be my return man because I think that's a pretty good price, and that 0 AP ability helps in that situation. Now on defense, I got one pass rusher for you. This card has been one of my favorite budget beasts all year. He still is making plays for me. 95 overall Klay Matthews legend card, 94 speed and acceleration, block shed 91, power move 96, and finesse move 87. The perfect ability setup on him is lurk artist for 0 AP and double or nothing for 1 AP. He is a really good pass rusher. He gets home a lot. He's only 222k, by the way, extremely cheap. But also with that lurk artist, if you ever happen to drop him in a zone, or if you run like that 6-1 coverage, I mean, you can kind of user him, but with the lurk artist in a flat zone, he's going to jump up and get a couple interceptions for you as well. He made some plays like that for me. This, again, has been one of my favorite cards all year, surprisingly, and a really good budget option. Another budget option is Mr. Monday Night, aka Keith Bullock, Syracuse legend here. He's been dropping in price, but he's been a really solid card as well. So he's more of a cover linebacker. You can user him if you want. 6'3", 94 speed. He can stop the run. 88 tackle, 94 block shed, not bad at all. But also what you can't see on here is that he has 94 man coverage and 94 zone coverage. He's down to 266k, and with the abilities, he gets lurk artist for 0 AP. He also gets avalanches baked on, but if you go ahead and select dual threat, it starts on for a number of plays, goes off for a few, then comes back on. Dual threat basically gives a bunch of knockouts and pass coverage. It's kind of like a zone knockout plus a man coverage knockout, and it's also good against shedding for run attempts. I should say pass and run attempts. So basically he's going to get better block sheds when that X factor is turned on, and also he can cover. He's a good user. Like, he can pretty much do it all. This is a really good Swiss Army knife card that would make a great golden ticket with these type of attributes, and really cheap right now. Cornerbacks, these are more so going to cater to if you run man coverage. So for my zone guys out there, I mean, these guys will work, but they're just going to excel better in man-to-man coverage. The first one is Joshua Williams, and if you happen to have a lighted up token to use, this is a perfect card for it because it unlocks 1 step ahead for 1 AP. It stays lit up the entire game. I, for the most part, don't feel comfortable leaving guys in one-on-one coverage with no safety help over the top when they're like a single high receiver or single side receiver. Along with 1 step ahead for 1 AP, he gets pick artist for 0 AP. That's the combination I have with those two abilities, or 1 ability and an X factor. But he also gets deep route KO. So if you want that as a man coverage guy, it's 2 AP. It's worked. I took it off after I started using 1 step ahead because it's just so much better. And this card is down to 350k, 6'3", 95 speed, 96 man, 92 zone. The press is really low, but again, with that 1 step ahead X factor, For the most part, it doesn't matter. The only card he got completely dominated by once was the Megatron card with the double me lit up. He had a very bad day, but otherwise, he's been complete lockdown for me over the last week or so. Another option is Jer Alexander, but not his new card, the Playoff LTD. And the reason I'm recommending this one, and you would probably want to play him as a slot defender because he's 5'10". Now, he does get pick artist for 0 AP, deep route KO for 2 AP. A lot of times knockouts are going to make up for height, especially with that ability and pick artist. But the reason I'm recommending this one is because he just got a 96 overall card, so the 95 is dropping in price, but it's also an LTD. So if you can get this card for 400K on the dot, or even lower than that, he's basically a 50K rental. So when you're done with him, you can quick sell him and make 350 of the 400K that you spent on the card back without having to worry about tax. It's a really easy, quick transaction. So check out this card if you can find him for that price. 96 speed stock there, 96 man, 94 zone, 92 press, 97 jumping also will help out with that height. Now on the back end of your secondary, I have two more of my favorite cards, and Ronnie Lott is one of them. Surprisingly, I sold him today, and I think this is the reason why he's so down in price. You should be able to find him for right around 315K. I think he's worth up to about 350K, but he's going down in price because of that Division Dynasty iffy card that came out, who I actually picked up today, and that's why I got rid of Ronnie Lott, and I'm sure a lot of other people are doing that. But for that price, he gets deep zone KO for 2 AP, which is deep in and deep out zone KO all together, and you can also add on pick artist to that for 0 AP. So a total of 2 to basically get 3 abilities all in one. He can play a sub linebacker user if you want, but I think for me, he's been very good as a high safety, just being a ball hawk. He's made a ton of plays. He's stopped the run as well. This is a very good card. At strong safety, budget option, super budget option is still going to be playoff Ryan Neal. This card has been one of my more favorite cards of the year. 6'3", 95 speed, 90 man, 95 zone, 89 hit power. Only problem was with him, he gets pick artist for 0 AP, which is not a problem, but deep out zone KO, which isn't 100% necessary, but it's definitely helpful, is 3 AP on this card. So really cheap price. You can find him right now for about 150K, but you are going to have to spend a little bit extra AP if you want to get the good abilities, and he can get that deep out zone KO for 3 plus pick artist for 0 altogether, so those 2 abilities can be combined. A better option at strong safety, if you can afford it though, is Jer Brown, which at 5'11" has still been one of my favorite defensive backs that I've used so far this year. Just overall, a lot of these Super Bowl cards have been really, really good, but Jer Brown is special because he met his in-game Super Bowl requirements, and that means he now has deep zone KO, which is that same ability Ronnie Lott gets. He gets it for 1 AP total, so that plus pick artist is only 1 AP. He gets so many interceptions. He seems to be just all over the place with that stock 96 speed. You can get it to 99 with this full Super Bowl theme team. I got mine up to 97. 96 man coverage, he can play man fine. 92 zone, 97 hit power, 87 tackle, 97 acceleration. You know, again, ignore the height because it just really does not play a part on this card. Doesn't hurt him at all. It's just been a really, really good card, as you've probably seen from some of those highlights. And those are the cards right now that I think worth taking a look at this weekend because they seem to be down in price, and they might start to go back up as the week goes on, maybe up until when Season 5 launches on Wednesday. So if you want any of these, go buy them now before it's too late. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.